Good morning and thank you for joining us for State of Texas In Depth. I'm Josh Hinkle. This morning we're looking ahead to the 2015 legislative session set to start in January. Hundreds of bills and resolutions will tackle issues ranging from higher education to breastfeeding. This is the first chance for lawmakers to file bills. One Texas lawmaker is wasting no time to try and get Texans a raise. As KXAN's Phil Prazen shows us, the bill would increase the minimum wage from $7.25 to $10.10.
Nicole Renault knows it's hard to get by in the service industry.
Pull a bunch of shifts right before rent was due.
That's why what she's about to say
There's no need to tip.
is so surprising.
One of the things that makes us very unique.
She works at Black Star Co-op, an Austin brew pub that pays its employees around $13 an hour and up, well above minimum wage in Texas.
So for us, it was really important to have workers who are happy to be working here.
Everyone knows the cost of living is going up in Central Texas. The question is what to do about it.
In January, lawmakers will take on a bill that would raise the lowest wage in the state to $10.10.
Well, I think it's misguided. I mean, I think this is a training wage.
Bill Hammond from the Texas Association of Business says raising the minimum wage will make it too expensive for employers to hire young workers for that all-important first job.
Employers are willing to take a chance on, a young person who doesn't have skills or doesn't have job experience based on the fact that they're able to hire them at the current minimum wage.
Nicole recognizes Black Star Co-op could make more money by paying less, but they choose to be the exception for their workers.
Make sure that they're able to support themselves, support their family members, and live in Austin with rent going up.
And that same choice now rests with the Texas legislature. Phil Prazen, KXAN News.
Voters in 4 states took up the question of whether to raise their minimum wage. The minimum wage will now rise to $8.50 an hour in Arkansas and South Dakota. In Nebraska, it will go up to $9 an hour. Alaskans approved raising the wage to $9.75 an hour. Admittedly, there are many bills filed that will never make it to a full vote, let alone becoming law. But lawmakers have good reason to try. For instance, this week, Representative Dan Flynn filed a bill to eliminate daylight saving time in Texas. Flynn said he got the idea when adjusting his clocks after a time change and realized it was an unnecessary hassle. But he said since then, safety benefits of staying on standard time have been made apparent by people who have said they support his bill. Some children have to head to school before the sun comes up, according to Flynn, and he said having more daylight in the morning and less in the evening will help keep kids safe.
Mothers are very concerned because their kids, their younger children, were sitting there standing on the corner in what they felt like was the middle of the night.
Right now, parts of Arizona and all of Hawaii are the only places in the country that do not use daylight saving time. There are dozens of bills filed for the next session. That includes a possible ban on texting while driving statewide. Plus, on KXAN.com, check out our Shannon Wolfson's investigation into a law dating back to the 1970s that bans hairstylists from working at weddings. Governor-elect Greg Abbott is wasting no time filling out his administration. On Tuesday, he nominated Cameron County Judge Carlos Cascos to serve as the next Texas Secretary of State. Cameron County is in the Rio Grande Valley. He was actually born in Matamoros, Mexico, just over the border from Brownsville. The Texas Secretary of State acts as the chief elections officer in the state and is the keeper of the state seal. Cascos will also oversee corporation filing and serve as a liaison for the governor for Texas border and Mexican affairs. No specifics on that one. If Governor Perry does run again, would you support him?
He'd make a great candidate.
But would David Dewhurst actually support Rick Perry if he makes a second bid for the White House? Maybe there's another candidate he had in mind. We go one-on-one with the outgoing lieutenant governor and also find out what he has in mind for his own future. Next on State of Texas In Depth.